Okay, welcome everybody. We're going to be doing our lesson about Colombia's earthquake. For this lesson, we're exploring casual and idiomatic language. So, just like it's important to know the formal and technical language, it's also important to know the casual and idiomatic language if we want to talk to other people in a casual way about what happened today, right? Today, August 10th with the earthquake. So we're going to start out with a list of simple vocabulary. So this is not matching. This is just simple. We will start with Diana Patricia. If you could read the first three for us.
Mhm. To bolt, to run away suddenly and very fast. Shook up, feeling emotionally disturbed or shaken. On edge, nervous, tense, and easily startled.
Mhm. Okay, perfect. Great pronunciation. So just a reminder, this is advanced English. So these are terms that if you were at like a upper intermediate level, I would discourage you from using because people might be confused as to why you were using that word. They might not understand it in context. Something like bolt, yeah, like that's very, very casual language, very native language. Okay, let's go to Diana Jimeno.
One minute. Okay. A close call. A situation that narrowly avoided disaster. Heart racing. Having a fast heartbeat from fear. To lose it. To panic or lose control.
Okay, and just careful with R, heart, because we have we have another word that sounds very similar, hurt
Yes.
and heart. So yeah,
Okay.
okay, careful there. Okay, we have Isa up next with these three here.
Yeah, a wake up call, an event that forces people to realize something serious, to brace yourself, to prepare mentally for something difficult, to shake like a leaf, to tremble uncontrollably from fear,
Yeah, uncontrollably. So we can think of it like in
uncontrollably,
the pieces, right?
uncontrollably.
Yeah,
No,
so
that is a new word for me.
uncontrollably. Yeah, uncontrollably. Yep.
Uncontrollably. Okay. To
hmm
tremble uncontrollably from
Yeah,
fear.
to move. Yeah. Yeah. Wake up call. If you were like at a hotel, you could ask the hotel reception to call you, like a wake up call. Brace. If you like think of like what you put like on your teeth to like correct them, is like braces. They like hold against your teeth. Um, and shake like a leaf. I don't think I've ever in my entire life said that, but like I could definitely like imagine people who would say that. So just sort of think about like who you are as a person, how you express yourself, what kind of language or what kind of words make sense for your personality. Um, but yeah, like I would imagine like kind of like maybe like an artistic person or someone who's very like expressive saying something like that. Okay, Diana Patricia, last three.
An adrenaline rush, a sudden burst of energy and alertness from fear. To court your blessings, to be grateful things weren't worse. A scare, a short, frightening experience.
Okay, and one more time on that word there.
To court,
Oh, count.
oh, I'm sorry, to count your blessings.
Yeah, count. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Any questions on this vocabulary here before we move to the next section?
No.
No, question no.
No.
A
More
scare.
Okay.
the pronunciation.
The pronunciation, yeah, it's very, very hard in English.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like I have it easy, right? The Spanish pronunciation is yeah, like
Yeah.
very, very easy. Okay, Diana, Jimeno, did you have a question? about
Yes,
scare?
I don't understand. What is a scare?
Scare, like obviously we have like the adjective scary, something that like, frightens us. We have like to scare, like to cause someone fear. But we can also have like a scare, which is like a frightening experience that we had. So maybe like even if we weren't like in danger, like we had like a bad Uber driver and like, oh, that was a scare, right? Like it scared me, but it didn't harm me. I think that's the distinction is like it's something that frightened you but didn't cause you harm.
Okay, but how do you use it? I have a scare. ¿Cómo te lo usas tú?
Um, that's just like that was a scare, or I had a scare this morning. Um, yeah, like yeah, like I had a scare this morning. I thought I had locked myself out of my apartment. Right? Like that would be like something where like you had a scare, like or like you experienced that, right? Or you gave me a scare, right? You gave me a scare.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you. I don't understand now.
I had a scare this morning. I thought, and then you gave me a scare. What would be like you gave me a scare when you told me that you told me that you weren't coming back to Bogota, that you were staying in Mexico forever. Right. So like by saying that, like it's like, oh no, that wasn't true, right? Like you actually like you didn't mean that. Um, yeah, because a scare is something that like frightened you but didn't harm you. So yeah, turned out not to be true. You are coming back, right?
Yes.
You are coming back, right?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Well, to visit at least. Okay. Let's go to Isa. We have words on the left. We have definitions on the right. This is a matching exercise, remember?
Yeah, I'm reading. Checking now, physical or emotional.
Okay. So think out loud.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking aloud. To
Yeah.
freak out. To freak out is shaking up, physical or emotionally.
To freak out, actually, to become very panicked. Yeah. So let me show you guys a picture of a freak.
Ah, okay.
Do you guys know what a freak is?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So let's look at a. Oh, oops. That is not where I wanted to go. Freak and images. Okay. So yeah, like freak is like a very like strange person, right? Like this is like a freak. Like so to freak out is like to behave in a very like strange or like panicked way. I mean, usually not a strange way, usually just like a panicked way. But yeah, that's kind of the origin that it comes from. Okay, let's go next to Diana Jimeno.
To crouch down and protect your head. I would say to duck and cover.
Yeah, to duck and cover. Um, let's see. Sorry, to crouch down and protect your head. Do you know which of those is duck? Do you know if ducking is the crouching or the covering?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So duck, like if you like imagine like kind of how ducks are, where they're, like small and towards the ground. That's the like verb for like getting close to the ground. Um, so
Okay.
yeah, and that's like a like again like some of these are just very like common native words, but we would never expect like someone with an intermediate level to use these words. So this is why like this is an advanced English class. If you hear someone shout "duck," they're not telling you that there's a duck there. They're telling you get down.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the U.S., there's like a bizarrely large number of like shootings. Like that's just what comes into my head. So if there were like a shooting, like you heard like gunshots and you were like out somewhere that's not normal, someone would tell you like duck, like get down on the ground so you don't get shot. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do Diana Patricia.
Unharmed and completely fine. Safe and sound.
Safe and sound. Very good. Okay, let's see if we have Isa with us. Isa, can you do the
Uh,
next one?
yeah. Mm, again, shaken up physical or emotionally. Mm, shaken up physical or emotionally. The Dodge bullet.
In this case, rattled.
I,
Let's see.
yes, I would say
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Diana Patricia, can you tell us what a rattle is? Like if you had
Uh,
like an object, a rattle?
I don't know what it is.
Oh,
No, I don't
rattle.
know.
Okay, that's good. That's good. This is why we're here. We're here to learn.
Yeah.
So a rattle is a child's toy that they shake, right?
Mm.
And it makes a noise. They like that, I guess. So like if you're rattled, like you're like shaken like that child's toy. Yeah. Let's go to um, sorry, Diana Patricia.
Um, to narrowly avoid a bad outcome. Uh, everything went haywire.
In this case, actually, the other one. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
The Dodge
so
bullet. Oh, shit.
What
yeah.
does it
So
mean, dodge of a bullet?
yeah, we're gonna see. That is yeah. So Neo from the Matrix, for those of us who are old enough to remember, he dodged a bullet, right? That like somebody shot a bullet at him, and then dodging is like you like evade or you like escape that bullet. Um, so this is literal, right? He literally dodged a bullet. But in the case of what we're referring to in the story, like dodging a bullet is like an experience, right? Like a way of like describing something experientially. Like there was a bad experience coming at me, and I escaped it. Okay. And last one to Isa.
Things suddenly became chaotic or out of control. Um, um, everything went haywire. Hay-
Yeah, very good. Yeah, everything went haywire. So,
Haywire.
um,
Haywire.
mhm. Yeah, so for haywire, like we could imagine like there's a bunch of electrical wires and like hay, like I'll show you hay. That like hay is like very disorganized, right? There is no image for hay. Okay, that does not make sense. Okay, yeah, this is hay, right? So imagine like if the wires like of a building or something were like as disorganized as haywire, right? Like everything is just chaos. Okay. Any questions on the vocabulary?
No,
Mm.
No?
no.
Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we are going to do just like we did for the
First,
formal and the sophisticated. That's what I call it. But yeah, the first, just like we did for the first set of vocabulary, We're going to do this again for the second set of vocabulary. We're going to have a story. I personally think this story is much harder because it's casual language, and casual language, as we saw, is not the same between Spanish and English. So words like resilient are a lot easier than words like rattle. Okay, so I will read. Reading passage. Honestly, I was just pouring my coffee this morning when the whole kitchen started to shake, and I swear I nearly freaked out. My first instinct was to bolt for the doorway, and for about 10 seconds, which honestly felt like forever, I just stood there with my heart racing, not really sure how to brace myself for what was coming. My neighbor said she immediately ducked and covered under her table, which is probably smarter than what I did. I almost lost it when the shaking didn't stop right away. Once it finally did, we were both pretty rattled, and I could tell she was really shook up, her hands shaking like a leaf. We checked on the rest of the building, and thank God, everyone was safe and sound. A genuinely close call, if you ask me. A friend in Cali wasn't so fortunate. She said things really went haywire over there, with debris covering the street outside her building, though she basically dodged a bullet by being out for a walk with her dog instead of at home. It's all over the news ever since, and honestly, the whole city's been on edge all day, half expecting another aftershock. It was definitely a scare, and if anything, it's been a real wake up call. I think I need to actually put together an emergency kit instead of just talking about it. For now, though, I'm just trying to count my blessings and shake off the adrenaline rush still buzzing in my chest. Okay, we'll do Isa. Was this easier or harder to understand than the formal text?
Wow.
Harder? Harder.
Yeah.
Okay. Diana, Jimeno, was this easier or harder than the formal
No,
text?
harder.
Okay. Diana Patricia, was this easier or harder than the formal text?
Yeah, harder.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's one of the things that, like, when I'm working with my paid students, a lot of the ones that are like at you guys' same level, like advanced English, like trying to move up, they think, oh, if I learn a bunch of like advanced words, I'm gonna be able to like, do really well. And one, like that's not true. Like maybe on an exam, like it could help you, but like definitely in life, like when you're communicating with people, like I'm a teacher, so I know like which simple words to use and what's like going to be understood. But like, oh, okay, we'll wait for things to come back. Okay, can you guys hear me again?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I was just saying, like, I know like what words to use, like when talking to people who don't know English as their first language. A lot of like people from the U.S. in particular don't study other languages. They don't know what it's like to speak a second language, so they're going to use words like duck and cover, rattle, haywire. So it's definitely important to like learn this casual language to be prepared. Okay. Let's reveal the text. Okay. And so we do have a lot of the words from the vocabulary. Freaked out, right? To panic. Bolt. What was bolt? Diana Jimeno.
Hmm. No, I don't
To
remember.
bolt for the doorway.
No.
No. Okay. So if we come back up here to bolt. Bolt. What is bolt?
To run away suddenly and very fast. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's see. And then Diana Patricia, do you know debris?
No.
No? Okay.
Confirm.
So debris is like the remains of like a building or maybe rocks or things like that. We would say like maybe like rocks scattered around on the ground, like it'd be like the debris. Like an airplane when there's like an airplane accident, and there's like the pieces of the airplane, like that's the debris.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's go to Isa. So we have a friend in Cali, right, where things were a lot worse. There was a lot more damage. She was out walking her dog instead of being at home. And so the author says, I dodged a bullet, or the friend dodged a bullet. Do you remember what dodged a bullet refers to? You're on mute. Isa, you are on mute. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we'll just define that one while Isa comes back. So dodge a bullet means to escape danger. So there's the
Listen,
literal, like Neo from the Matrix, right? Dodging a bullet here, right? Dodging a bullet.
yeah,
But in this case, we're using it in the figurative sense that the danger was being inside the building during a massive earthquake. She dodged that bullet by being outside walking her dog.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to read it one more time and then we're going to do the comprehension questions. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions before I begin?
No.
No.
Okay. Reading passage. Honestly, I was just pouring my coffee this morning when the whole kitchen started to shake, and I swear I nearly freaked out. My first instinct was to bolt for the doorway, and for about 10 seconds, which honestly felt like forever, I just stood there with my heart racing, not really sure how to brace myself for what was coming. My neighbor said she immediately ducked and covered under her table, which is probably smarter than what I did. I almost lost it when the shaking didn't stop right away. Once it finally did, we were both pretty rattled, and I could tell she was really shook up. Her hands were shaking like a leaf. We checked on the rest of the building, and thank God everyone was safe and sound. A genuine close call, if you ask me. A friend in Cali wasn't so fortunate. She said things really went high wire over there, with debris covering the street outside her building, though she basically dodged a bullet by being out for a walk with her dog instead of at home. It's been all over the news ever since, and honestly, the whole city's been on edge all day, half expecting another aftershock. It was definitely a scare, and if anything, it's been a real wake up call. I think I need to actually put together an emergency kit instead of just talking about it. For now, though, I'm just trying to count my blessings and shake off the adrenaline rush still buzzing in my chest. Okay. Questions before we move to comprehension? Nope.
No.
Okay. Let's go down and we will start with Diana Patricia, number 1.
What was the narrator doing when the earthquake began? I think she was drinking a coffee.
Was she drinking the coffee?
Orange.
She
What did you
was
say, Isa? Or who said
Orange.
that? Pouring. Yeah, she was pouring coffee. Yeah. So she was filling her cup, right? She was filling her cup. Okay. Let's go to Isa next.
Why does the narrator
Narrator.
narrator say that 10 seconds felt like a forever? Because he felt scared. Uh, uh,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he or she?
He.
He. Okay. I mean, we don't know. We don't know.
But you say him.
We'll go with she. She was afraid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem. Like we have a text like this, we don't know who wrote it. So if we were going back to our lesson from last week, we would want to say they
Yeah.
were, sorry, they were the singular they that Daniel dislikes so strongly. They were. Right. But yeah, we can pretend like it's she. We can just say she. Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. And last question. Let's see. What did yeah. Diana Jimeno. Last question.
Okay, what did the narrator neighbor do different to their dog and height? Yes.
Yeah.
Be no. Be for no. Dog and height over the table. It's
Under
not
the
over.
table. Yeah.
Under.
Yeah. Yeah. That we have here, right? Ducked and covered under her table. Yep. Yeah, so ducked and covered under the table. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. Great job, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you in the next episode.